And we're back. And it's your boy Crunchy Frog here again as usual. Here we are at the back gate to Canyon Lake. You see I have a little bit of a different design on this one. Not sure if I showed that in a previous episode or not. But anyway, you can see what I've been doing today. I've been kind of busy. I'm working on making the mob farm look like something that it isn't, which is a skyscraper building in the style of the Canyon Lake builds. I just got started on it. You see, I started off at the top last night, actually. Let me get around here so you can get a good look at it. Of course, that's going to be connecting up with that down there. But it's very difficult to build backwards, you know, go underneath and build downwards. So I went to the corners here. You can see where I dug the corners out, and I dropped sand down, and that marked off in the ocean where the base should be. Let's plummet into the ocean, where we can see I gave my tower a little base by putting sand down. You know, I can't have things floating around. Yeah, it says dolphins giving me dolphin grace and making me real fast. Wow, that dolphin's something else. Anyway, I haven't really done a whole lot of work on the interior here. You can see where I sort of cut away and put porches in. And when this is finished, it's going to have windows. It's going to have balconies. It's going to have little porches sticking out here and there. This is just the basic structure, which I'm sure you know that about my building by now. I always put in just the basic structure first, and I come in later and add all the details. It's just how I do things. Here's my bed. But unfortunately, I ran out of materials. And I thought that I had enough to at least get half of it done. I underestimated. So, in a quest to get more materials and also to clear out land for the golf course, this evening I decided we're going to do a little deforestation over here. I've been working on this a little bit off and on. As you can see, I've cleared out this much. Of course, all this is going to be converted into grass. I'll be digging all that stuff out, converting into grass. I'll be doing a lot of leveling out, but I'll also be leaving some hills in because I want to have, a golf course is not just a big flat area, you know. Anybody who plays golf knows that there's bunkers, there's hills, there's water traps. There's all kinds of stuff. I'd like to leave a line of trees separating this from the village. You know, just so that the villagers don't get it into their head that they can come over here and play golf. It's a private course. It's a course where only the crunchiest of frogs can play. But unlike at the very beginning of the game, I now have a Fortune 3 efficiency. Let me see, is it efficiency 5? Yep, it's efficiency 5. And efficiency 5, your mother. And so I can go around here and take a lot of this undergrowth out. Yeah, I found some little caves. I'll show you this real quick. I was working up here, and these zombies kept coming up and visiting me while I was doing my work up here. I was wondering, what's the deal? Why are all these zombies popping up? And then I found this hole. And there's another one, too. Over here. It's somewhere around here. I don't really have time to show it, but I should actually go in here and light this up a little bit. I was planning on just covering this over, you know. But yeah, nobody spawned down here this time, but they definitely would in the future. I'd be up here just innocently cutting down trees. I guess those zombies were like tree huggers coming up, and they didn't like me cutting down trees. Nighttime already. Well, this is what happens when I start a video in the middle of the day. I should actually come in here before the video starts and sleep through the night. But I was busy. I've been busy. I want to make that mob farm look like something that it's not. I don't want it to look like a mob farm. It's visible from Canyon Lake, and I don't like having all these nice little houses, and then I look over there and it's this big ugly thing. Well, maybe some people out there think mob farms look nice. You know? I am not one of those people. Let's see, can I climb up this guy here? This might help me out a little bit if I climb up on top of this guy. Yes. It's always a real fun little adventure. Going through this jungle and cutting down all these humongous trees. You see those apples drop over there? Man, I've got so many apples. It reminds me of my ultra hardcore world where I had to eat golden apples to regenerate health. Would you guys be interested in me continuing that world? I'm open for suggestions. I really like having this long-term world. I'm not going to stop this series, but I'm open for suggestions because I want to make stuff that people want to watch, and it sure doesn't look like people want to watch this. If I just go by the views, I would say this is my worst series of all time. And yet, I'm having more fun making this series than any of my other series. I was also thinking of doing some single biome challenges now that we have the sulfur caves. I was thinking maybe doing an all sulfur caves world and see how long I could survive in it. It would probably be a very short episode. I can't imagine actually finding food in a world like that, but you never know. I mean, I've seen people on YouTube who survive with a lot less. Just cutting down trees like a lumberjack, you know? 'Cause I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Sleep all night, I work all day. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day. I cut down trees, I eat my lunch, I like to press wildflowers. I put on women's clothing and hang around in bars. Anyway, if you guys ever watch Monty Python, then you'll appreciate that. Of course, maybe that's why nobody watches my videos, because I'm always making these old fogey references. But you young folks need to watch Monty Python's Flying Circus because it's actually funny. It's actually a very funny show. You'll actually laugh. I know. It's not nice to laugh. Laughter is banned. When you're a communist socialist, laughter is not good. Beautiful things are not good. Beautiful things like these flowers. Anyway. Yeah, I hope to get a whole lot more oak. I'm not using any jungle wood in my mob farm decoration over there. But I might, you know. I certainly am using a lot of birch. I used up all the last of my birch that I farmed up. Birch is just such a great desert color. It goes so well with the sandstones. It goes so well with the smooth sandstones and all those kind of things. So I don't want to hear people talking about how birch is the worst wood in the entire game. You know, every wood in this game is good. It just depends where you're building. Let me break out your mother here because we need to get rid of some of this stuff. The great thing about a Fortune 3 Your Mother is that you get extra apples, extra saplings, extra all kinds of stuff. So usually I have to stop this after a while and go put stuff in my chest because I got so many extra things in my inventory. Let's see here. See, I got 4 apples already. Got all kinds of other stuff other than logs. But that's part of the fun. The peaceful, calming effects of deforestation. got to do this first because it's kind of difficult terraforming when you got a bunch of trees in your way, you know what I'm saying? Trees will get replanted, don't worry. What's a good golf course without trees to interfere with the flight of your ball? And in this case, with the flight of our sulfur cube balls. I tell you what, those sulfur cubes are going to be a lot of fun. I always wanted to make a golf game in Minecraft, and now we can. And one of these days, Java is going to make it so that you can visit your friends' worlds, and then I'll be inviting a few select subscribers over to this world, and we can play some golf. And I'll make a video, and it'll be a major golf tournament. So make sure that you subscribe and leave comments if you ever want to be invited to the greens by the lake, or maybe I'll call it the Dominion, because you know that's a famous San Antonio golf course where they have actual PGA events. Yeah, one of these days I sure wouldn't mind taking up golf in real life, because golf is fun. It's very relaxing. You get to hang out in the beautiful grassy fields and hit a little ball around. And I think I have the perfect temperament for it, because I know a lot of people get very upset when they golf. They throw their golf clubs around and they curse and they tear just because they miss a shot. Well, I am not the kind of person who gets ticked off easily. I think it's mainly because the Holy Spirit has worked in my life and made it so I don't get angry nearly as easily as I used to. Let's get rid of some of this leafy undergrowth. It sure is thick around here. Come on. Yes, it's very satisfying. Well, I tell you what, I was watching some stuff today on YouTube, and I happened to come across this thing called Kay's Cooking. Now, originally, I came across Kay's Cooking, which is a cooking channel. It's an unintentionally hilarious cooking channel. This nice Scottish lady named Kay, she's like the worst cook in probably the history of humanity. Okay? But she's got a Scottish accent, and she's this middle-aged to older lady, and she's always wearing the same Iron Maiden shirt. So you gotta kind of love her, you know? And I'm convinced that her son put her up to this. Mom, you're such a wonderful cook. Let's make a YouTube channel for you. Don't worry, I'll handle all the comments, I'll film you. You just keep making those lovely dishes that you always make for us. I tell you, that son's a genius. She's got over 400,000 subscribers, and I'm sure people aren't tuning in so they can get good ideas for cooking, because I saw her make a fried rice dish, and she didn't even cook the rice before she put it into the wok. And then her son tastes it on camera, and he says, "It's a bit crunchy, but it's really good." Of course he'd say that. He wants her to keep cooking. And whenever she hands him the plate of whatever mess she's just created, she's always beaming with pride. She knows how, my dear boy, he must really love my cooking. I tell you, it is pretty funny. And that Scottish guy, the son, the guy's a genius. He recognized that his mom was the worst cook on the planet, and he knew that people would have to just tune in to see it just for the pure comedy gold. But yeah, I didn't discover her on my own. There's a comedian who I watch once in a while. Sometimes when the mood strikes me, I'll watch Uncle Roger. You probably heard of him. He's pretty funny. He's a comedian, and he does like food reviews and stuff. Uh-oh. Man, another day has passed already. This is Time sure flies when you're having fun. And I'll tell you what, after all that building over at the mob farm, this is like a break for me. This is like a little vacation. Because man, that is going to take a lot of blocks and a lot of building and a lot of time. Because if you'll recall, in order to make that mob farm more efficient, I went ahead and made it 32 blocks taller than I usually do. That's 32 more floors I'm going to have to build to disguise the fact that it's a mob farm. I just want it to look like a distant skyscraper, you know? And it'll sort of fit right in with the Canyon Lake backdrop. Yes. Yes, I got so many projects going on here, but I was thinking of maybe making an episode from this world, like every other day, and maybe having a new series where I do like impossible challenges, because I think that those might be a little bit more entertaining. I have no idea, you know. Sometimes I get a little bit discouraged with the view count, and I think, now is not the time to be discouraged. This is all in God's hands, and I feel like this is the direction in my life that God wanted me to go, because there are a lot of people out there that haven't heard the good news, and I certainly don't hear any people who play Minecraft sharing the good news. Now, why do those vines just hang there in midair? Come on, vines. Stop doing that. You know how that bothers me. Yeah, this is a previous little cave here. It goes on further. I placed a torch right there. I'm sure there's bad guys down there somewhere. Let's see here. Get my sword ready. And break out the old torches here. We got some bats. Hey, bats. Man, that's a lot of bats. Okay. Anybody? Oh, okay. Well, not much going on here. They're just these flying rats. Stop it already with the squeaking, you little rabies carriers. Anyway, looks like my inventory is completely full. Actually, I could just throw those seeds away. Now, stripped jungle log. Every once I accidentally strip a jungle log or an oak log because I pressed the wrong button, because I'm going all hacking and crazy when I'm cutting down trees, and they just fill my inventory. Or they fill up an inventory slot that I don't want them to fill up. Yes. But we make slow progress as we mow through the forest here. In no particular order. I could have like some kind of complicated grid pattern, or I could use TNT, or I could do as some people suggest and just burn the whole thing to the ground with lava. But see, I gotta have these blocks. I'm doing some major building, and I can use all the blocks I can get my hands on. And don't be surprised if the next time you see this world, I've got a birch forest around my property, because birch is one of those woods I just use so much of when I'm building around here. Okay, inventory full. What can I throw away? I'm going to throw away these leaves. I got more leaves than I know what to do with, so. Boy, can you imagine if I put Silk Touch on a Your Mother and came through here? I would have so many leaves that I'd be... You know what I should do? I should go back home and empty my pockets. Gotta empty my pockets, so let's get some rockets. Oh, and by the way, I went to my villager trading hall over here earlier to buy some more golden carrots. So I was running a little low. And, it's spawning iron golems again. So now I kind of have two iron golem farms. I've got the real iron golem farm over there, and I got the half-assed iron golem farm down at my villager trading hall. Okay, we'll put some wood up here. This is the fourth chest of wood products. And as you see, it was a good thing that I built these 2 rows of chests, because, man, I am filling them all up. Okay, we have some saplings and organic stuff we put down here. And we put the apples over here. And we got some sticks. Yeah, we'll put the sticks in here. And there we go. Now we can return to doing more wood farming and clearing of the future golf course, or the future home of the Dominion. As you can see, I'm going to have to do a little bit work here because, oh yes, I already came down here and lit most of this up, but it's going to have to be filled in. I mean, this could be some kind of a golf hazard, but I don't think I'm going to have a canyon or a golf hazard. Seems to me like that's a little bit too difficult, right? If your ball went into that and you took a penalty, that would be pretty much it for your round of golf. But I think I can design a golf course. Back in the day, I used to play this game called Sid Meier's Sim Golf. You know, he's the guy that invented the Civilization series. And that's a really great old game. And I actually looked into getting that game to make videos for, but you just can't do it. You can't find it. You can't find it anymore. Sim Golf. What the heck? Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to be busy doing this up in this tree. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I'll see y'all next time.